good? What's good? Top of the morning. It's your boy Sir Willie B, the Stock Hustler, and I'm here with you today in the Hustle House on the Stock Hustler Network to bring you the Monday Madness. All right, so right here I got my heat sensor. The market opens in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I got my heat sensor right here. Right here we see that some of the major companies are down this morning. We're not tripping. You got Apple down 0.30%. You got Nvidia down 0.66%. AVGO down 1%. You got Amazon just on the threshold, Google on the threshold, and this is all because of what happened this weekend. Also, we got big tech earnings coming up in the next coming weeks, and I will be bringing you those plays. Let's move in. Let's go and dive into it, see what we got. Okay, now Friday, you already know that CrowdStrike had an update on their software, and with CrowdStrike update on their software, a lot of people, businesses suffer, even the small people, from the big hospitals to the big airports to the small business owner like me and you, and your uncle or anybody, the grocery store around the corner. And this not only happened in America, this happened globally. This is a global thing. So right here, I got, according to Yahoo Finance, small businesses grapple with global tech outages created by CrowdStrike. Business from airlines to hospitals have been grappling with the faulty software update that caused technologists havoc worldwide on Friday, and its repercussions continue through the weekend. So even on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, this thing was still not acting right. A lot of people was losing a whole lot of money, and a lot of customers couldn't, a lot of travelers couldn't even get to where their destination was supposed to be. So the weekend breadth of the outages highlighted the fragility of the digitalized world depended on a few providers for key computing services. So they're saying like, hey, everybody just depending on these few services. Look what happened. Look what happened. So the main key people that they're trying to point the finger at is, but the problem appeared to divide those affected into have and have nots. Major customers of Microsoft and CrowdStrike are getting IT support to resolve the issues. So they already better, you got to read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? It was Microsoft and it was CrowdStrike. It was their problem. You feel what I'm saying? So how can we capitalize off of this? So we're gonna look at the other companies that they're not talking about. So when they're talking about, Microsoft and CrowdStrike, who's are the competitor of Microsoft and CrowdStrike? You got Nvidia, a competitor of them. You got Taiwan Semiconductor as a competitor. So if these AMD is a competitor. So if these people can step in and these people can step up and show that, hey, our software and our data, you won't have to worry about no global outages. We're gonna handle that for you. But we'll see. That got CrowdStrike down almost 10%. All right, we all know yesterday this is amazing news. If you're a political person, it's good news for you. If you're not, it's bad news. I'm not really into politics, but I do like to know about what's going on in politics, because sometimes politics can affect your money, and we don't want them to affect our money. Joe Biden drop out of fallout. Joe Biden dropout fallout inflation data and the start of tech earnings. What we need to know. Stocks pulled back from a record high aim. The pressure across the technology sector from the global tech outage is what we just talked about. S&P ended the week down 2% last week on Friday, while the NASDAQ composite dropped more than 3.5%. They haven't been this low in 3 months since April. Early April, not late April, early April. So they ain't been this low in a while. The Dow rose about 0.17%. Still at all-time highs though. This week, critical earnings, economic growth, and inflation, as well as the start of big tech earnings, will determine in the next if the bull run continues. So if the tech can produce that, hey, we've been making money still. We still been, doing good revenue. We got good things coming in the future. If during earning week, that's going to be a crucial week in the market. If they can continue to produce that good news, despite this tech global outage, it's already priced in the market. Besides that, if they can produce that good news, and then we can still make some money with the tech, the bull run can still continue, people. It can still go on. Investors will also be digesting the news that the president, Joe Biden, will no longer be seeking re-election. We all know he passed it down to Kamala Harris. You know, he's getting a little too old for the job. It's okay. But how that affects our money, hey, we can make some money. You know, Trump stock is going to go to the moon. If you know how to play call options, you know how to play put options, I would suggest, I would be looking into playing some Donald Trump calls on the Truth Social Network, that stock, and also his own stock is named after him. Let's move on. The Fear and Greed Index. So this is the Fear and Greed Index. If you don't know about the Fear and Greed Index, this is the Fear and Greed Index. It's neutral. So everybody don't know what to do right now. So they don't know to sell, they don't know what to buy. The market is real frothy. The market is real frothy and don't nobody know how to move. And when the market is neutral, we cash up. We cash up. We're not buying too heavy. We're not buying too little. We catch a good 5%, 10% pullback on a play, individual play. We catch an overall 3% pullback on the market. We just buying. We just DCing in because we don't know what they're doing. We DCing in. So, but when people become more fearful, we're going to buy heavier. When they scream fear seeking, we're going to buy heavier. But when greed, we shouldn't be taking profits. He wasn't taking profits when the market was greedy, then he was a part of the greediness that was going on. Always remember, take profits when you're heavy in profits. All right, so this is what got for you coming up. I got SOFI. So I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell any of these plays. This is my information. This is what I use, and this is how I make my money in the market. Always remember that. It's not financial advice. So we got SOFI. SOFI coming up and back over $7, and it's holding over $7. That's a good sign to start finding the re-entry for SoFi if you didn't catch that $6. If you didn't catch that $6, that accumulation stage right there, and you missed out on that, don't trip. Just come in. It's another accumulation zone right here. So if you can catch Tesla in 750, between 750 and 745, that's a good area to continue to start buying Tesla. If Tesla falls down to 685, I would set my stop loss because she could potentially go back down to 615. And we don't want to fall down to that bottom. We would want to be buying down there, but we don't want to fall down there with it after we're already in play. If she's above 746, 750, $8, I'm gonna wait because it's strong resistance right there in that $8 range. That 775, $8 range. It's a good strong resistance right there. So we look for SoFi to fall back down to the 775, any 745, anything over $7. Hey, I'm buying SoFi. I'm not even gonna lie. I bought down here at $6. You get what I'm saying? And I rode that way to the top. Took me a few profits, got me a few profits, and I'm buying back in. I'm looking for a re-entry. It's always a play. You can always get in where you fit in. So don't be trying to FOMO into a play because you think it's gonna run to the moon and you get burnt. Always find your levels, play your levels, set your stop loss. That's SoFi. All right, we got Rivian. Rivian went to the moon. Rivian ran up 93%. 93% in the last few months. Rivian ran up. It could have a potential $5 billion deal with Volkswagen, which pushed the stock up 93%. That registration data came out over this past weekend. The registration data is like a proxy for their sales to see, hey, are you going to really have this information? Basically, I would say, I take that back. I would say it's a proxy of the sales because the registration data is basically saying, hey, you saying you producing all these cars. Let's see if you're gonna really add on up to it. Their earnings report in a few weeks. So when their earning report, if it beats the registration data, that's amazing. But if it meets the registration data, that's good too because that means sales are sharply increasing, and that's a good sign for Rivian as a new startup EV company. So they see a sharp increase in sales. This is why I see Rivian that on my chart because she ran up so fast, bro. She ran up extremely fast. So this is the level that I got. I got at $17. I would totally wait for Rivian, and between 17 and 19, you see how at 1886 it has that strong push down. Like, hey, you ain't going nowhere. Get your butt back down. So between 17 and 19, I would totally wait right here. $15 and 16.75. I'll be trying to ease my way in between $15 and 16.75. Between that gap, I would definitely be trying to ease my way back in this play. If you're not in this play, you need to be trying to ease your way back in this play between $15 and 16.75. I would love for it to pull back down to the 15.50 range, and I would like to get in that area. I would set my stop loss at 14.95. Set my stop loss at 14.95. If she falls to 14.95, you easily go all the way back down to $8. You got to remember, people, this stock just ran up 93% from $8. I was trying to tell a lot of people to start accumulating in that area. If you didn't accumulate, you ain't catch the run, don't trip. Gonna get in where we fit in. Right there. Let's go. All right, we got JUMIA. Y'all know I love the JUMIA, the African Amazon. This is my baby. You feel what I'm saying? It is expected to blow Q2 earnings out of the water. They report in August next month. So that's amazing. It's already done ran up 100 and some percent within the last alert that I had. I alerted this stock at 550. I re-alerted this stock at 650, and it recently came back down to pick us up at $7. So this stock came all the way back down and shot right back up to $14, a 52-week high. And it's looked like to me that it's going to start accumulating in the $10, $13 range. The buy range for this is large because it moves and fluctuates pretty fast. I will wait between $14 and $15 because those 52 weeks highs, those are real good. A lot of sellers up there, a lot of people are taking profit. Definitely if they got in at $5 or they got in at $4, $6, they hit the home run. That's 100% runner. I would be taking profits also. I would try to buy between $10.55 and $13. I would be trying to accumulate heavy in this area, preferably below 13. But if I can't, if I can get in where I can fit in, I'm gonna get in where I can fit in. And I set my stop loss at 10.50. Set my stop loss at 10.50 because you break below 10.50, we can easily be going back down to that $7 range, so it can cool off and fill those gaps that it shot up and passed through. So always keep your eye on that. All right, so we did that, and that's what we got. We gonna oh, I got Verizon. I'm sorry. Let me take you back. Let me take you back. I got Verizon. Got Verizon somewhere. Let me pull Verizon up for you guys. I definitely had Verizon play, but it's all right. We ain't tripping. We ain't tripping. We'll get it on the next one. But I just go ahead and give you the breakdown. The Verizon play was the earnings report. They already reported their earnings. They reported early this morning. It was supposed to be at 8 something, but they reported their earnings around like 7 o'clock, 7:30 this morning. All right, Verizon report their earnings, pre-market earnings. They missed Q2 revenue, but they met their earnings data. We could potentially find a play in to get some puts in Verizon and catching that ride down to the bottom until it cools off. But I will bring you that chart. I'll probably bring it to you in a short if I want to make another video about it with my tech earnings play. So I thank you guys for tuning in. If you want to learn more, join the Stock Hustler University. You got new tuition, you got the OG tuition, and you got the Super Hustler tuition. And this is for basic new investors. And with this, we're going to tell you how to passively invest into the market. We're going to get you up to date on day trading. We're going to get you up to date on what to look for and how to scout for plays, how to build your charts out, and how to find your price levels for yourself. The link will be in the description below. Remember, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Motivation plus dedication equals progression. Let's go. Stop hustler out.